On today's vlog, I thought I'd talk about why I decided to become an au pair and sort of kind of tell you, like, you know, what happened in my thought process at the end of school when I was graduating, you know, as to why I thought I would become an au pair. Oh, there we go. So basically, anyone who knows me, I have been, you know, fascinated with children and, you know, being around them and everything. And as I grew up, you know, I was babysitting, I was constantly talking about, you know, I was constantly planning out how many children I was going to have, you know, what their names were and everything, which kind of sounds pathetic, but that was me at 12. So, yeah, and I've always really liked children, looking after them, everything, probably because I wanted to be like my mum. My mum was a stay-at-home mum, and she was a nurse before that, and then she was a stay-at-home mum, and now she's a swimming teacher, which I am as well because of her. My mum is very influential with all of the things that I do in life. Mum and I have personalities that are quite close to each other, and I have quite a interesting personality sort of thing, kind of hard sometimes, and I think it was really good that I had my mum who sort of has the same personality as me, so she was able to teach me, you know, how to behave, how to act and everything, you know, just like normal parent stuff. So anyway, when I was getting close to graduating from school, my parents sat me down, my mum and my dad, and they said, you have two options. You either study or you work. And I always knew that was the case. I was brought up knowing that I was either going to be studying or working. You know, I always had to do something. I couldn't just sit around and do nothing in my life, no matter how much I wanted to watch television. And so throughout high school, I didn't really like the learning part of high school. I mean, I loved breaks and everything, you know, playing handball and, you know, eating at the cafeteria because, like, you know, tuck shop sausage rolls and tuck shop meat pies were like the pinnacle of high school. Handball was on top, and then canteen was followed closely under that, and then like what I thought were the cool subjects, like, you know, like drama and home economics and tourism and hospitality and PE, you know, all of the ones that I thought were like really fun and hands-on learning, because I can't sit in a classroom and listen for hours on end. It bores me to tears. So I knew that university was going to be like that, so, or any form of higher education, so I didn't want to do that. So I was just like, all right, I've got to think, what am I going to do after school? For a couple months I was thinking about, right, well, what do I actually like in life? What do I want to do? And I thought children. I love children. I like looking after them. I do babysitting now. I'm going to be a swimming teacher. I was always hanging around children, sort of thing, and I always really liked it because they always thought that I was really cool, and I didn't feel like I was very cool in high school. So it kind of looking after children kind of gives me like a confidence boost. So I really liked it. So I thought, well, I'll just get a job, which makes me feel confident all the time. So I turned to a friend who had done au pairing before, and she said she loved it. It was great. I should totally do it. So I took her advice and I signed up. And no joke, in like 3 weeks, I had been matched. I was on my way to moving. I, you know, turned 18, signed up, and yeah, within 3 weeks, I'd been interviewed, and it was kind of just like, by the Thorsons, by my host family, and they were just like, we love you, we want you now, we want you as soon as possible. And I said, right, well, the earliest I can possibly come is August, because I had to save up money. So it was pretty fast, and yeah, came over here, and the kids were standing at the airport with these big welcome signs and everything. It had like, hi Erin, welcome to the US. We're super excited, like, welcome home, like all this sort of stuff. It was so great to see them and everything, because I'd only met them on Skype. So it was really nice to meet them first time. It took about 3 months for me to sort of settle in here. And so I've been here for 18 months now, so a year and a half, and I've got 6 months left to go. And then I've got 1 month on the end of my visa to go traveling. So basically, the reason why I wanted to be an au pair was that I love children, and they gave me such a confidence boost, and I feel so confident over here and everything, which is nice, because I didn't feel like I had that growing up. I always thought that I was like faking it, but like not in a good way. and now I feel genuinely confident, which I'm super excited about, and I'm super happy. So yeah.
You guys, you won't believe it. It's snowing outside. Let's go. I've got my jacket on. Oh my God. It's snowing, and it's like not just normal snow. It's the good stuff. It's snowing. It's snowing. I've always wanted to do this. It's snowing! It's in my hair and everything. It's snowing! Yay! Yay! Alright, it's too cold. I'm going back inside now. I gotta get more layers on.